Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, I was just listening to this thing, and it was about a one of the Instagram models who blew up, and I know her personally, Brittany Renner, and she has a child from PJ Washington, who is in the NBA, who just signed a $90 million contract, who is now married to another young lady. But a lot of these guys, they listen to this red pill content. They don't listen to men like me. And they go and they get in these relationships, and not them. It was another young man who has a baby by a young lady who has a baby already by another man in his same industry. And it is just the most mind-boggling thing. And then a lot of guys are getting with these women and they're impregnating them, but they don't want to marry them. They don't want to love them. They don't want to be with them for the most part. And a lot of times the woman is have been with another man in their same industry publicly. And that is the most mind-boggling thing in the world to me. I just do not understand it. And I feel like it's a fear-based decision. It's an insecure decision. I know every woman has a past, but never in a million years would I choose to impregnate a woman who has already had a child with a man that I know or a man that I know of. Like it would have to be a complete stranger type situation for me to get with a woman who has children. But if the guy works at my job, works in my building, then that automatically she's off limits. It's so many other women. I'm gonna let her be with another man. Like that makes no sense at all to just muddy the waters like that and have things so close quarters. And then the other thing is like these men are impregnating women that they don't love, that they don't respect. And so these men don't respect these women online, these Instagram models or whatever all they do, and they don't hold on right quick, y'all. Forgot. They don't respect them, and then they sleep with them, and because they want to perform somewhat, they don't want to wrap it up. They want to get the real feeling. They want to try to last longer. They impregnate the woman. And that is the most mind-boggling thing. Like, y'all have got to do better. Like, wrap it up. Like, if you know you don't want to love her, you know you don't want to be faithful to her, you know you don't respect her enough to be faithful to her. So basically, like with the one young lady, from Instagram, blew up on Instagram or what have you, she's saying she leaving these men. But yeah, it's like, why is she having to leave them? Like, why are they getting with her, sleeping with her, and then ain't doing right? But then it's different now if you sleep with her and you get out unscathed. Now you're not paying child support, so you could feel like you won. But a lot of men are having babies with these women. And the men who making money, they got to pay these women thousands of dollars a month for 18 or 22 years, however long it is. And it's just like, is that what you really wanted? Like, who are you listening to? Like, who told you to move like that, to do like that? Like, I just don't understand it. I do not understand it. And what y'all got to realize is a baby is a serious thing. Like, I just did a video and was talking about the man who he and took the life of 8 women. He's somebody's child. Like, y'all taking and doing this stuff with these people, and you can't be in the house with your child. Like, you not in the home with your child. Your child got to watch you on television. Your child get to see you love another woman that's not their mom. Get to see you marry another woman that's not their mom. Get to see you take care of your other children with the other woman. Like, your child is gonna grow up with a hole in their heart, and you don't know what that hole in their heart gonna produce. And you can say, "Oh, I FaceTime them, I see them, and all of that." It still ain't the same. Y'all have got to stop being irresponsible. You got to grow up as a man. Like, you got to learn to tuck your thing, like put it in your pants. Like, you got to learn to spill it in the toilet. Like, pick the lesser of two evils. Like, you really want her that bad, like, get a picture of her and get spill in that toilet. Like, don't go put a baby in that woman if you know you're not gonna be with her. You know you're not gonna be with her. You know you're not gonna love her. You know you can't live with her. So what is the point? What's the point of getting the woman pregnant and creating another broken heart? So now you got a broken heart. You got a broken child. You got a broken baby growing up in this world without their father, and got to have a FaceTime relationship with you. Like, as men, we have to be more responsible. That, like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Like, listen, we all lust, which is a sin, got to ask for forgiveness. We all see women we want to sleep with. We all tempted and tested by women out here that's beautiful, got a booty, got a smile. But as a man, you got to have self-control. As a man, you got to be able to stand on what you stand on. Like, you got to look beyond your dang-a-lang. This is about a baby that you can't be there for. You're going to have to pay a price for that. For one, that child might grow up and cuss you out, spit in your face, literally, make you fight them, or might kill you. Two, you got to answer to God. Got to answer to God, because you bringing a child into the world in sin. You bringing a child from fornication. Like, you got to learn. You got to grow. You got to heal. You got to be smart in that. Like, you got to find out how can you deal with hurt yourself. What I mean by that is, smoke you some weed, drink you some alcohol. Like, if you can't do nothing else, don't go skeeting in no woman. And yes, you shouldn't be getting drunk and getting high. But it's like, if you want to ruin somebody's life, ruin your own life. Don't ruin that woman's life by selling her a dream, getting her pregnant, and now she got to have a broken, shattered family and home because you don't know who you are and you don't know what you want, and you never really wanted her. Don't ruin that child life because that child got to be crying at the age of 8, boo-hoo crying. Why don't my daddy love me? Why doesn't daddy come see me? Why doesn't daddy care for me? It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. And for y'all men with money, you need to buy your other woman that you slept with, bump your wife and what she talking about. Bump all that. Your child is a dependent. Your child come first. That's a dependent that you brought into the world. Your wife already raised. She already grown. And she knew you had children when she got with you. So she don't get to say, oh, I don't want them around. I don't want you in your child life. Oh, your child can't be treated like our children. And oh, your other child with that other woman can't be get what our children get. How you gonna pay for private school for our children and her child? Shut up. No, that's a child. If you ain't want a blended family, then you shouldn't have blended. Take your butt and get you a man with no kids then. If you get with a man and you know he got a child, you got to get in where you fit in because that child did not ask to be here. You asked to be there. You asked to be with that grown man who you know is meat slanging, who you know got multiple baby mamas, got multiple children. You chose to be with him. So for y'all men with money, and even if you ain't got no whole bunch of money, you need to move that child closer to you. That child need to be able to see you every day. If you picking up your other kids from school with that woman, you need to be picking up your other child. You all of them need to go to the same school. Let them have their story. Hey, we got different moms, but we ride for each other. We love each other. When they get picked up in the Cullinan, they get picked up in the Sprinter. All of them need to get picked up. All of them need to come to your house. And then your baby mama, she need to be able to come over there and pick up the child when it's time to go home. If your child want to stay over there, then let your child tell that to the mama. And if you the mama and the child want to stay over there because daddy live in a bigger house, he got nicer cars, they got more food, then let your child stay over there. You also is a grown adult who chose to open your legs with a man who ain't give you no guarantees, who ain't give you no assurance. So if your child want to be with their daddy for a better life, then let your child be with their daddy. Because I'm gonna tell you like that right here. That child having that daddy in their life is gonna be far better off because you see what these daddy wounds do. You see what these men and these women without a daddy, how they be yiking when that hurt them and they don't heal from that. You see what that turned into. You see what that turned into. We don't really get to see that because the mama always there. So we don't really get to see what somebody become when they went with their mama. We see what they become when they went with their daddy though. And that's just the truth of the matter. And I just call it straight down the middle. Spade is a spade. And so you got to suck it up. And I ain't talking about the sucking up that you already did. You got to suck it up and you got to realize, like, hey, you know what? I did this. I am an adult. I chose to get on my back and to sleep with this person. And now I'm in this situation. And I need to do what's best for my child. It ain't about your heart. It ain't about your feelings. You grown. You're grown. Suck it up. It's about this child that didn't ask to be there. Now it's different when you know you need to make a decision for your child because you know that your child staying with their father will put them in harm's way. It's different if you know he's a big time dope boy. People be coming over to rob and shoot up the house. He smoked like a chimney. The baby gonna have secondhand smoke, probably catch cancer, stuff like that. He just uncontrollable. He just all out of whack, all out of sorts. He just a mess. That's different. That's completely different. But when it's one of them situations to where you at a place where you got to make a decision, come on now. Come on now. You got to do you got to do better. You got to make that decision. You got to get to the place to where you take and you you do what's best for that child. And to the men, like if you have children with multiple women, you need to be able to afford that. And them children shouldn't have a different quality of life because you want to skeet off. Them children shouldn't have one child shouldn't be riding in no Rolls Royce and the other child riding in a Camry. No, they all your children. So you got to level it out. If you can't afford two Rolls Royces, so your children get the same treatment, then you need to have two Camrys. All of your children are created equal, just like with God. We all created equal. All your children created equal. You need to love all your children. If a woman came to me, which I don't think this will ever happen, but if a woman came to me and asked me for a DNA test and said that me and her had unprotected sex X amount of years ago, and she think this child is mine, guess what? That child immediately gonna get everything my two sons from my wife got. The same level of private school, the same living standard. If I can't buy no house for whatever reason, the best apartment, the best car, the best school, because that's my responsibility as a man. If I chose to lay down and get between this woman's legs and a child is the result of it, I got to stand up and man up and do what I got to do to make sure that child's straight. And then I got to be there in that child life as much as possible. To God be the glory. I don't have that situation, but it's a lot of y'all who do, and you got to do better. Stop drinking booty juice from your new woman and out here letting her dictate and control how you treat your other children because she want y'all children to be treated better. No, that ain't how this go. That's your child. That's your child. So that ain't how this go. Y'all forgive me 1 second real quick here. And so this the thing. And here's how we could cut down on this. And this is what I want y'all fellas to understand. Like for one, it's different with like a PJ Washington and a Brittany Renner because it's not a situation where like she's on a higher look scale than him. Like he's not a ugly guy. So, he tall, he rich, he normal looking guy. So it's not like she finessed him in the sense of she just way out of his league in the looks department. Where he got finessed is he probably watched porn and is into porn and then wanted to live out those fantasies with this woman with a booty and a shape and a personality and a pizzazz on her to where he wanted to tap that and to make it look real and to be able to raw dog had to like wife her up and make it look real and just was so punch drunk, just was so booty dude that didn't care how it looked to the world, being that, she was out there and had, wrote a book about sleeping with different celebrities and all of that. It was like he didn't care. It was like, hey, I want to be off in this, dig off in this here. But yet he still hadn't made a decision to be faithful. But in order to get her to believe in him and to drop her guard, he had to, and to be able to sleep with her unprotected and all of that, he had to sell the dream. And so he sold her a dream. She believed it. And so it's really like she got finesse out of her draws. And then, yes, she got a baby and she going to get a check for years to come. But she don't have the lifestyle that his now wife, I'm guessing, or whoever has, with all the Rolls Royces and all the Chanel and all the Louis Vuitton and no financial worries. She don't have that life. And then she say she left the situation because some stuff came out. I'm guessing he was cheating on her. And then she found out she want to, go off or whatever. He kick her out. And so that's one of them things to where it's like he viewed her like that. Like, oh, I could sleep around. And she probably was like, no, she want to be taken serious. And then get with the next man, Kevin Gates, same thing. He get the user for the promo, user for the attention. And then boom, she leave. She gotta leave him. Then the next man, he getting posted on all the blogs, he getting all this attention, and then boom, she gotta leave him. So every man is almost like using her for some clout and for their name to be buzzing and their name out there in the streets, and then she want love, and then her toxicity and they toxicity don't mix, and then she end up leaving. So she's saying, and so it's almost like she being finessed as much as, and they ain't even been finessed because she ain't had no babies from the other ones that she gonna get a check from. So it's almost like she ain't even trying to have a baby by all of them. Whereas it's a woman out there right now, she got a baby by 2 NBA players. So bag of lag, got all kind of bag. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand that. It's like if I was a woman and I done slept with a man and had a child and we ain't work out, the next man, I wouldn't be sleeping with that man until got a ring. If I was a woman, like that don't make sense. How you have unprotected sex with 2 men before the ring? You already seen how it turned out with one. Then you gonna have unprotected sex again. So do you want love or you just want to check? Like, which one is it now? And so these people really be playing with each other and they be finessing each other. And it is the most mind-boggling thing. And I guess I'm talking, preaching to the choir because they grown and they probably know what they doing and don't care. But for those of y'all who do care, make sure you keep your legs closed until you know that this is the one. Like this is all the way to one, and you done made a decision. Like you got to be able to say to yourself, hey, I really, really, really believe that this is the one. And if this is not the one, and I have a child with this person, and I got to raise that child by myself, or I got to co-parent or whatever, be a 50-50, whatever it is, 80-20, I'm going to be okay with that because I gave this love a shot and I gave it my all. So even if it fails, I'll be okay with that. You got to be able to come to that place where you can say that. And if you can't say that, don't do it. If you can't say that, don't do it. I'm here to tell you, do not do it because it ain't going to serve you well. It's not going to serve you well. So you got to realize and really come to a place to where you see and understand that it might not be the best thing for you. And I'm going to tell y'all, if for the men, let me tell you this right here. For the men, if you don't want to be finessed, because some of y'all, to me, seem like you want to be finessed. If you don't want to be finessed, this is what you have to ask yourself. Did this type of woman want me when I was in high school or when I was in college? If the answer is no, then you're being finessed. Like you have to have always been that guy on that level for that woman. The other thing you need to ask yourself about this woman too is if she took all that stuff out her face, all that stuff out her mouth, all that stuff off her head, what would she look like? And you got to make sure that you're like that woman with no makeup, with no Botox and filler and all of that. Would you like that woman? Would you sleep with that woman with no butt job, with no lipo, with no extensions, with no lashes? Would you sleep with that woman? Would you love that woman? Would you be attracted to that woman? Because that's what I did with my wife. She was bare bones when I met her, and I was attracted to her bare bones. So anything she get on top of that, that just a plus. It's just a bonus. Some of the stuff she did, it made it look worse. And I had to tell her, like, girl, you pretty. You ain't got to follow the trend. You ain't got to do what everybody else doing because everybody ain't got your face card. Everybody ain't blessed like you out the gate. Like they making it popular, they making it famous, but that's because they look like Who Shot John and forgot to kill him. Like you bright different. Your problem's not the same. So you ain't got to follow suit now with everybody because some of these women look a mess. And so lashes all doggone that long look crazy. And it's like woman putting the man eye, gonna lean in and kiss the man. The man done lost his vision. Her lashes so long. Stare at them in the eye. It's like, don't be around here like that. Ugh. Like volumize your lashes. Well, put you on some natural volume, some classic volume. Like, don't be out here with them 9-inch lashes on looking a fool. Like, that is ugly. That is not attractive. And so sometimes we got to break it down to a woman, because women be dressing for women, not realizing dressing for women gonna get you no man, because you need to look how a man want a woman to look, not how a woman want to look. A woman can't impregnate you. A woman can't pay your bills. A woman can't walk you down no aisle. You holler about, oh, we don't dress for men. You need to dress for men. That's the point. That's what the devil done confused y'all with. Got you competing with women, and a woman can't do nothing for you but hate on you and be jealous of you, and or clap for you and be happy for you, but that ain't gonna get you nowhere. So you got to understand the trick of the enemy. And why y'all out here bragging about we don't do nothing for no man, that's your problem. You need to do something for a man, just like a man need to do something for a woman. And that's the trick of the enemy that y'all falling for. Men trying to please their homeboys and women trying to please their homegirls. And that's why we divided. That's why we sitting on stages with podcast mics in our face, arguing with each other. All a trick of the enemy to cause division. Women want to be a girl's girl and men want to be a man's man. And God called us to be for each other, and we out here trying to be for the same gender. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So that's what you got to realize and understand. Got to realize that. So once you get to that place and you start to do the right thing, and you start to wake up and realize, like, okay, what is this? And I'm gonna tell y'all something now. A lot of these women is getting to the place to where they like, you know what? I ain't making enough money and I can't cut it out here. I need to have a baby from a rich man, so I could get a flat fee every month. And I have had women tell me that, and they went and did it. And the men, y'all gotta forgive, I'm trying to talk nice, but I'm about to say y'all so stupid. Y'all sleep with a woman unprotected just because you think she beautiful, but you don't even like the woman. That just, man. Whoo, man, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Like, I'm like, man, y'all that lame. You don't like the woman, you don't want to marry the woman, but you sleep with her unprotected. Now you got a baby with her. Now you got to take care of that baby the rest of your life, but you don't want to be with her. That don't make no sense to me. For an orgasm, man, I'd rather my hand with calluses than to sleep with a woman that I don't want to be with. To impregnate a woman that I don't want to be with and got to pay for the rest of my life for an orgasm. It ain't an orgasm in the world feel that good. It makes absolutely no sense. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I'm just baffled. Like, I get it from the woman perspective. She want her a monthly check and she want to have kids, and marriage just ain't looking like it's gonna be the thing. So let me just get a dumb athlete or a dumb millionaire to get me pregnant so I could have my child and have money coming in. I get it from the woman perspective, but it's like at that point the onus is on the man. Like, okay, she got every advantage to wanna have her a child and have her distance, get to have her girls time and get to have her a check every month, and that baby don't cost all of that you gotta spend. All the money you sending out, the baby don't cost all that. The baby food and clothes, it don't cost that many thousands a month, but unless they're going to really nice school. So at the end of the day, now you spend all that money, and then that's what the men, they get disgruntled, they get upset, and then they don't want to be in a child life. They don't want to send the money. They don't want to do this. It's like, bro, that's you did that. You laid down with that woman unprotected. Now you got to stand up and man up. Point blank period. So for me, it's like I'm out here moving, right? And I meet these women and they look like this, they look like that. But I realize, like, okay, y'all women that look like this and look like that was not checking for me. You know, it was Bonquisha and Shaniqua and Laquita and Cherie that was checking for me. Like, y'all women that look like, you know, you were hand carved by God and cut out a magazine, you know, like the Lord Harvey of the world or whatever that people be going crazy about. You wasn't checking for me. You wanted to star the number one player on the Division I football team or basketball team who you could clearly see that he got a great opportunity to be a multimillionaire. And what I mean by this, I mean like the women who, you know, green piercing eyes or blue piercing eyes, cheekbones, symmetrical, all the thirds is balanced and fashion to the high heavens and booty, no waist, flat stomach, perky breast, like no hair follicles showing, no hair bumps, no ingrowns, smooth skin, like perfect teeth, perfect, no pores showing, no acne, no hormonal imbalance. Like just everything looks and seems perfect. The only thing that ain't right is the motives. And I done seen this now. I done seen these women get out here and get babies from an athlete or an entertainer to get that check. They want that check. They tell themselves like, listen, hey, that man ain't gonna do right. Like no man ain't gonna be faithful. No man ain't gonna do right. Might as well be with a man who making some money, who making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. Some men got a 9-figure contract. Yeah. Some men got a 9-figure contract. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like the guy PJ Washington, that's an 8-figure contract, 90 million, but this guy's not signing for 100 million, 200 million, 300 million. Yeah. Some guys, some of the soccer players, couple of soccer players could sign for $1 billion, 10-figure contract. You hear me? So it's like, yeah, that woman want to go have that child. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these women out here got children from a mega star. Because when you see an Instagram model or Instagram baddie and she's showing her child, when you never see the father and you never hear about that father, it's because that father is a giant. That father is a big, big name. And I see a young lady out there right now who be, you know, got a child and be showing her child, but ain't never mentioned that father. And it's speculated and rumored to have been around some mighty big names. That child might belongs to one of them mighty big names. And y'all have to learn about this. And see, the thing about it is, now let's break it on down all the way to the everyday level. That's what you got to realize. If you are a man and you make good money in your area, and listen, it depends on your area. In some areas, 70,000 a year is great money. Some areas it might be 100,000, 150, 250, 350, whatever it is. You make great money in your area, and a woman find out about you or meet you on a dating app or learn about you somehow, somebody tell her about you, they connect you, and she learned that you like an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or a software person or whatever, and she all over you and she all in your face and she always want to be around you, but you looking at her and you like, man, that woman bad, but man, that woman beautiful. Like, what is it now? Like, why now does she want me? Like, I wanted this type of woman my whole life, and these women never looked at me. You ain't guess. You ain't realize it's because now you making money. Cause now you could sit her down. You ain't realize that. You ain't think about that. That's all that is, playboy. You got that bag on you. I never forget. I was talking to one of my male clients who made great money. You know, he's in the medical field, and he was telling me about his girlfriend and what he was dealing with, what she was saying, how she was treating him, and all of that. And he sent me her picture. Now, him, very, 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 very regular. Very regular. Nothing a woman would write home about. Her, on the other hand, she was kind of one of them little, one of them little Miss Press, one of them little hot girls, one of them little, like the hood boo. Like the little, you tell she got a little hood in her, but she looked pretty and classy, like she went to Spelman. It's like that type of thing to where see that little Jezebel on her. You see that little edge on her, but yet still she presents well. She put herself together. She a well business suit, whatever, sundress, like she could pull it all off. She dress any kind of way, look good, whatever, feel good, sound good, all that right there. And so it's one of them things to where it's like, okay, what we got going on now? Because you got this situation where now this woman, she wants you. The same thing, vice versa, for the women. You making good money. You got a good job. I got several clients who they make six figures, 105, 150, 180, 200, but their look may not be promoted in the movies, in the media, all of that right there. They don't have that little thing right there that's being pushed and being promoted. So they ain't got that. And next thing you know, boom, bada bing, bada boom. They get to this place to where all of a sudden, here come this man who want them. Y'all, give me 1 second. Gotta take this call real quick. Actually, let me finish. Well, I can finish this. Y'all forgive me. So back to what I was saying now, on the same thing on the other end is if you a woman and you making good money, and then here come this man who he round here long thinged it, and you mess around and get to lay hands on it or lay eyes on it, and you like, whoa, okay, I'm gonna be satisfied down there. And then he tall, dark, and handsome and all of that, and all you've been able to get is short, pudgy, and unattractive. Then you got to really think about that. And you got to really ask yourself, like, okay, do this man want me, or does he want a place to stay? And I see a lot of women out here get with a man that's out of their league looks wise and end up buying Dodge Chargers and Dodge Rams and investing in the man lawn service business, and he can't cut grass good, be tearing up people's hedges and ripping up people plants, and out here getting 1-star review. and you done flushed 20 to $50,000 out your savings, out your 401k down the drain on this man who done finesse you because you forgot what you look like. So you have to remember, like, if your look, you could be beautiful and you could be beautiful in the sight of the Lord. But if your look is not being praised, you have to question when somebody who is programmed by society comes and sees your beauty. You got to question, how did this person see my beauty if my beauty is not what's being pushed to him or to her? And that's when you got to really open up your eyes and really think about that thing. So, hey, it's Tony guy. Y'all give me a little second. Let me drink. We on a little juice cleanse today. Me and my wife and my oldest son. A little swig in. All right, now. See, I know my son talking about, oh, you got to drink it fast, get the benefit. Like, boy, I ain't trying to have that little virus come off them plants. They say out here going around that uncontrollable diarrhea around here. No. We trying this company, Pressed Juicery. Send me a check. So listen, think about it. And see, this I was telling my wife the other day, because she, she got dressed and was looking good. I say, and the thing with my wife, what you got to realize, me and her. So for me, I'm having hair thinning. So I'm gonna have to fly on over here to Turkey. So I'm having hair thinning. And then, I got premature grays. And I got a dad bod. I got the dad bod. So, and why I'm saying bod like that, but just gotta put a little extra on that O for the stomach. And so that's me. And then with my wife, she struggles with her weight in the sense of, like, she did competing and stuff like that, and it kind of mess up your adrenal glands or this and that, throw off your hormones. So she don't lose weight as fast as she want to. Nah, don't bother me. Don't look bad at all to me. But for her, she want to be slimmer. I was telling her last night, girl, these thighs looking good on you. She said, well, I'm glad you like them. She said, I don't. And so, and she going on her 40th birthday, September 26th, she'll turn 40. And so she busting her butt in that Pilates 3 times a week, running, walking, doing all kind of stuff. And so, and then just go through your normal issues that women go through, just hormones or whatever. And she look at these women online who look flawless, not a single blemish in their face, teeth perfect, hair perfect, nails perfect, skin perfect, body perfect. And so neither one of us are feeling 10 out of 10. But we look decent, we presentable, we clean up nice. And I was telling her the other day, I say, it is such a blessing to be with a woman who is beautiful that I met in my youth. A woman that I met before I made $1 million. I can't put that into words because, man, it is hard once you start making you a little bit of money to trust somebody, to trust anybody. And so I'm cognizant of that. And I realized that, like, it's women out here who I'm pretty sure they may go to my wife's page and they may see designer and diamonds and, like, hold on, man, this man must have made a little bit of money because this purse costs this purse costs that, these diamonds cost this, these diamonds cost that. Like, How did a life coach make this kind of money? She got on $100,000, so he must got enough money for a second woman now. And so it's women out there that's like, oh, my stomach fatter than her, my thighs toner than her, my skin smoother than her, my hair longer than her. And they looking at it like that. And so they go to liking my posts and comment on stuff and getting all in there, trying to get close. And some of them will book me for a session. Just nobody shoot they shot now. But just like, hey, let you see me. Cause I think I look better than your wife. And such left his wife. Such and such left his wife. Such and such left his wife. Such and such left his wife. That's 4 of them right there now. So, do you want to leave your wife? You see, they all was forgiven. They all still getting bread. Do you want to leave your wife and come take care of me? That's what these women be thinking and saying now. That's what it be. So you got to realize and understand, like, it's like that. It's really like that. And I just keep my eyes open. I keep my eyes open. I talk to them, I coach them, whatever. I be there, but I just keep my eyes open and I just pay attention. I just remind myself, hey, these women ain't want me. When I was broke, when my wife was living in that wooden apartment with no furniture in the living room, all we had was a $99 bed. We was wrestling one day and I body slammed her, picked up, body slammed her. Bite went all the way through that mattress down to that metal frame. Boom. Tore that spine up. She was, she started crying. And we just were playing. Like we literally were playing. We weren't fighting her. She just used to like to wrestle all the time. And man, her bite hit that it's like hide the mattress. And I'm strong now, but it wasn't like no Hulk Hogan now. It just literally like just we on the bed, just picked up and just let her go. And that went all the way through that mattress because that whole set cost us $99. We got it plays Mattress Barn or something like that. $99 for everything. The mattress, the frame, the headboard. And we had her TV that probably her daddy bought her freshman year. This probably was not her junior year. We had her TV. It was grainy. We didn't have a couch, a love seat, a ottoman, a coffee table. We had none of that. We had a bed in our room and we had a crib for our son. That's it. We used to be in the kitchen cooking ramen noodles. Would fry ramen noodles in the pan. We would go to Wendy's and do the dollar menu. Man, let me send my wife $1,000 rat now. What she done come through with me. And that's the thing. Like, we'll be in there cooking ramen noodles. We was on food stamps. And we had WIC. Used to have to go down there to WIC to get that peanut butter or whatever it was. Like, man, we was at the bottom. We was at the lowest. We was at that level. And wasn't pretty. And we would get paid, we would pay our bills, and we would have $25 left to get us through 2 weeks. And so, and that's what it was. That's what it was. And I'm gonna tell you like that right there, man. It was real. Y'all forget I'm sending my wife a few dollars. Hey, get your son. I think she just be stacking her money. Y'all forgive me. So listen, a lot of y'all, you past your youth. You past the point. You probably got a full-time job. You're in a different situation. And now you wondering and you worried about like, hey, is this real? Like, is the person I'm dealing with or the person I'm gonna deal with, do they want me for me or do they want me for my stability? Do they want me for my credit score? Do they want me for this and that? And so you got to realize that, like, it's gonna be scary, but this the thing. It's not that. Now, here's the thing: if you struggling and you don't know, then you need to ask me. You need to come ask me, Tony. Does this woman like me for me? And I'm gonna tell you, nope, she don't. She don't want you. Does this man like me for me? Nope, he don't. I'm gonna tell you because I understand looks compatibility, and so I'll be able to evaluate their personality, their character. Now, right now, only um my mentor.life is open. So which is still a discounted session, but it's more than my other sessions. But only that is open. But she still could get on over there if you need me. If you need to talk, get on my mentor.life. I think it's like noon, Monday through Friday, that's open. And but I'll be here for you. You know, I'll be here for you and I'm gonna shoot it to you straight. Don't come to me with your feelings and all of that and oh, I'm worried, I'm scared, oh, don't tell me that, oh, I'm beautiful. And I'm like, listen, everybody beautiful. Like everybody beautiful, but just because you're beautiful don't mean you're in season. You know, you can't tell a watermelon ain't ripe from the outside. You can't tell an orange ain't ripe from the outside. It's like you could be beautiful and just not be in season. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. That's what a lot of people don't realize and understand that. And they get to a place and they be, oh well, I don't I'm this, I'm that. It's like, listen, I understand that. The Lord love you, and I do too. But that person that you asking me about don't want you like that. Just point blank period. I ain't trying to be rude. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just giving you the game the way the game need to be gave to you now. So just understand that. Everybody ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You got to be willing and ready to hear that truth and know about that truth. So my discounted sessions is deactivated, y'all, right now. Just I'm in a different season right now. So things is really busy in a different way. And I'm finishing up a book and all of that right there. So the only place to book me right now is my mentor.life. But I'm gonna tell you something else about that. Unfortunately, right now it's at 400. That's got to go up to 500 probably by August 1st. So, and the reason why is just I have to carve out more time for me. Like I got it at 400 and I'm like, okay, nobody booking this. Man, I'm getting booked left and right. What the world? Like, Lord, who am I? Like, I wouldn't pay 400 to talk to me. So I'm like, and the Lord, like, man, you live with yourself. So it's different for you. But Lord, like the people obviously see you differently. And it's the blessing and the favor I got on your life. I said, okay, Lord, I accept it. I accept it. But it just for me, it's not worth it. Like whenever I get on the phone, I'm losing money because I'm talking to one person or one couple when that same hour I could reach tens of thousands of people with a video. And not technically losing money, but meaning I'm losing in my purpose because I could be reaching way more people instead of just one person. And a lot of times I get on them calls and the people don't even be wanting nothing. They just be wanting to talk, just to meet me because they follow me online. And so I be needing them sessions to be more productive and somebody really wants something and really trying to do something in their life. But it's just the world we live in. Sometimes people, it's so many people that want to be a celebrity that they have other people looking and moving and acting weird to where they think all us celebrities. They think all us want to be celebrities and want to be paid for a meet and greet. No, I'm trying to change lives. That's what I'm trying to do. And so y'all got to realize that, understand that. So if one-on-one coaching ain't doable for you right now, make sure you get on Tony Gaston's Academy and get into the all access membership. Every now and then I do Q&As with them. Haven't been able to do Q&As with the all access membership because I'm teaching the solopreneur mastermind right now, which that is enrolling for next year, but I think I'm gonna close it. Unless it be 4 or 5 people sign up, I think I'm gonna close that and kind of shift that and do something a little different with that right there. And so, but hey, God bless you. All the important links in the description. I got a million text messages coming in, so I need to go ahead and get on there real quick and answer these. So I'm doing my matchmaking for my matchmaking clients. But God bless you, and we will talk soon. All the important links in the description.